I live? Turn on monetization. No, we'll leave that off. Am I live? I hope I'm live on the right channel too. Let's see. Let me just make sure. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Am I live? I am live. Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. I am live. I'm running this off of OBS now, as you can tell, with the latest graphics and all that cool stuff going on. Let me just let me do this. Show more. Copy that. Backwards. Live show. Edit. Show more. No. Save that. Should I use a thumbnail? Should I grab a thumbnail? Should I put a thumbnail for this? Does it even matter if I have a thumbnail? Do I need to put a thumbnail? I don't know. Maybe we'll leave the thumbnail off for now. We'll see. Maybe I should throw a thumbnail just in case. What should I put for a thumbnail? Let me see. What do I got? I have something saved. You know what I'll do? I'll do a screenshot of this. Just give me this. Give me that. Do a screenshot of the screen that I am staring at right now. Boom. Let's do that. Close that. Pictures. Where are we at? There we go. It's not finding it. It doesn't have it yet. Hold on. I gotta refresh that. Upload thumbnail. All this stuff just to do a live show. No, it's not in captures. What did I go to captures for? We're in pictures. Here, screenshots. Screenshot right there I want. It's bigger than 2 megabytes. What the heck? Oh, shoot. I gotta shrink it down. Maybe I can shrink it down really, really quick. Let's see. Oops, close that. Let's see how quickly I can do this. Right here, right here. Go back to home. No, go back here. Oh, shoot. Recent designs. Did it lose all my recents? Oh, no. Here we go. Give me that one. Okay. I'm quickly just trying to create a quick little thumbnail. Delete that. Delete that. Drop in my... Oh, shoot. Over on my other screen. Okay, bring that over here. Oh, we want pictures. Screenshots. Oops. Why is it doing that? Boom. Oh, because I did that by accident. I'll close that out now. Expand that. Boom. And boom. Oh, no, wait. No, wait. That's off. Okay, got that one. That one. Just working on getting a quick little thumbnail done really quickly. Okay, that's done. Now let's go ahead and... Is it done? Yes, it is done. Let's go ahead and add that in here. Where did it drop them at? Oh, over here. Okay. Boom, there we go. Now we have a... Save that. Now, there should be a thumbnail, hopefully. Yes, perfect. There's a thumbnail. All right, and I think we're still live. All right, I did get the right channel as well, too. Let me know how everything sounds out there. We're going to be doing some listing. I was out at a community garage sale. Where was that? I was at mobile home. It was a mobile home, senior mobile home living place. And, those are kind of like the garage sales I don't really mind because they're all in one place. So it's kind of, like a little flea market, just drive from place to place to place. Not everybody participated, but a good amount of people did participate. However, prices were a little bit high. They were a little bit high for me, but, hey, that's to be expected. It's not I've been there many times. The last I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they have this sale there twice a year. They usually have one towards the beginning of the year, usually towards the end of the year. And we'll pop in there. And generally, for the most part, we were paying, at the minimum about $5 an item. Was it worth it? Yes, definitely worth the price for these pieces. Although usually, I'm so used to the flea market and flea market prices and bundling things together. Oh, I gotta pull my chat up. I should pull my chat up. Hold on. Oh, where's my chat? My little chat box. There we go. Sign into chat. What? I already did that. What did this warning say over here? Why does it tell me to sign in again? Why does it want me to sign in again? That's kind of annoying. I already signed in once. Okay. Just trying to get signed in so I can see the chat. Extra steps here. All this, great security and everything that we need online now to, it definitely creates a little bit more work, but hey, I mean, it's better than things getting stolen, right? Information getting stolen, getting hacked. Definitely want to have all this security in place. A little annoying that you have to do it multiple times. I already did it 3 times already just to get, get this going. How can I expand this screen? Expand the chat so I can see it over here. It's being kind of finicky, and I don't know why. Okay. See if the chat works. Chat should work. Okay. I think we're good to go. All right. I think I'm all set. Why is there a warning over here? That's what I want to know. Warning. Open Studio. Why do I want to open Studio? Close Studio. Don't want to open the Studio. Let me close that screen out. No, don't need my eBay screen right now. We'll close that out. Just want to have my main YouTube thing out just to make sure it's still live. All right, get the chat open. There we go. Okay, so like I was saying, I was at a garage sale, community garage sale, small community. Well, actually, it's a fairly large actual trailer area community. Like I was saying, 55 and over. There were definitely some great items to be found there. And, not necessarily everybody participated, but I'm not really, we've been there before, and not everybody necessarily participates. So it was pretty cool. Pretty cool to have just several in a small little location. But generally, I still prefer flea markets. I still prefer going to Goodwill. Better chance of just for us, a better chance of finding items, finding stuff, and not having to drive around all these different places. Best prices are always going to be garage sales. This community didn't necessarily have the best prices, but it's still good. I mean, as far as best prices, I mean like paying $1 for things. That's, I'm just so kind of used to the flea market vibe and getting those great deals over at the flea market. But let's see what I got. You guys will get the live show here. You're gonna get an advanced knowledge of what I'm doing here because I'm gonna be listing stuff. I'll just go ahead and list on my phone. Oh, where's my son going? Oh, he's taking off right now. Okay, my son's headed out for right now. All these confirmations. We are gonna go watch a movie later. So that'll be pretty cool. We're gonna see Smile 2, which so far has gotten some great reviews, so I'm gonna go check that out. But what did we pick up today? So I got some little vintage in the spirit of, I don't know what your feelings are, what everybody's feelings are on, pilgrims or whatever, but picked up some vintage. They're a little bit, this kind of plasticky material kind of, I don't know if it just degrades, but sometimes it gets a little sticky, and so you just got to wipe it off with some, usually just alcohol is probably the best. You could do water, but if it's the actual like plastic that's kind of getting sticky, you really got to use alcohol just to kind of take off and remove that, that upper layer that is deteriorating. It's kind of like skin, your skin kind of falls off. But little two troll guys, dressed as pilgrims. These are vintage, they're Russ. Does it have a year on it? Thought it smelled for a second there, but no, it does not. Made in China, Russ brand. I mean, these are vintage, old. Like I said, they're going to need a wipe down and all that before I actually picture them, but I'm going to get the listings prepped and ready to go for these guys. This one here is missed. The little band here that goes around the hat has come off, so. But pretty cool. Nothing wild here. Nothing crazy as far as their value. They're probably maybe right around $10-ish or so. Let's just take a look. See if my guess is okay. I didn't really look anything up. I was just buy. Trusting on instinct. Thanksgiving troll. Russ. Why did I put Raj? Put Raj. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of sets on here, like a lot of like the collection. So one individual Thanksgiving Day Russ troll, so for $13.75. So that's not too bad. That was the only listing I can find right now that a current sold of just one of these. A lot of I guess there's one that's dressed like a turkey. Has a turkey outfit. Actually has like little turkey legs. A lot of them with one dressed as a man, one dressed as a woman, combo with there's a whole collection I guess you can get with the children. Let's see. There's one with it's like the whole family and Native Americans. You guys can see that. If I put the phone too close to the camera, it'll go out. See, look, like that. It'll start to disappear on me. But there's the whole family there. And the whole family, if you have the whole family, the whole familia, it is last sold for $60 for the whole family. Bayou Repair. I believe you're on the last live too as well. Yeah, I got some time right now before we we go catch a movie, so I decided to just jump on live. Plus, I wanted to test out my new, let me know how it looks. I'm testing out my new streaming live from OBS. Yeah, this week was kind of odd when it comes to sales. So the weekend was pretty good, especially the holiday, Monday, the holiday. Tuesday and Wednesday were pretty bad. Pretty bad day for sales. So typically I sell right around 15 items a day. And let's see, on Tuesday it was 7 items. And then Wednesday was 8 items. And then Thursday and Friday, Friday, everything picked right back up. Everything shot right back up to normal. Thursday, I think we're 16, and then 13 on Friday. So that was yesterday. And today, we're off to a very, very slow start. I was looking online to see what else, everybody else was up to. And it looks like quite a few people are having some slow Saturdays already to start. Some people have said that they're not even getting the ability to send out offers. So I'm still getting the ability to send out offers. It's just no bites. So the lines are out there. I'm not getting any bites. I don't know if there's any other issues other than that. I haven't seen anything else. there's any technical issues. I did have to reset my so I run a perpetual 10% off. I'm trying to catch the those people that are always looking for a deal. Like the Kohl's thing. Kohl's is always, everything's at what the price should be at Kohl's, but they always have the little things on there. They say it's 25% off. Originally $80 for like a pair of Levi's. Originally $80. It's 20% off today, and then it's actually set at what the price probably should be for regular retail. And so I always set like 10%, just kind of give that same vibe. People look at the store and they'll see, oh man, there's a sale. Maybe I should buy now. That the whole psychological game. So I run a perpetual 10% off sale all the time. I price my items accordingly. And I had to reset it last night. I was noticing it. So it expired on me and I forgot to set up a new sale. And so I set up a new one right when I noticed it. And then I just hit go live now. And items that I was listing, so I would list my normal like 15 a day. And then I was noticing the next morning. So we're talking, many hours, probably like 10, 12 hours after I had those listed, they were not appearing in the sale. It was taking almost a full 24 hours for them to appear in the sale. So I don't know if that had anything to do with me forgetting to set up a sale and, just, I don't know, starting it right away. So I just restarted everything. Last night, I set it up for 1 a.m. for it to deactivate the previous sale, and then 1:30 a.m. to have the new sale go active. And everything appears to be slow. Thanks for the set. Yeah, I'm just trying to improve my setup and hopefully make it look better. 6 items a day. I saw 9 items. 9 items this week. Something is up with this week. I don't know. Did the holiday throw everything off? I don't. This week has just been an off week for sales. I'm hearing it across the board, or I'm seeing it also across the board, that sales are not good this week at all. And like I said, Tuesdays and Wednesdays it was just a weird. I wasn't having any sales, any overnight sales, and I was not having any really morning sales. The bulk of the sales came in the afternoon. Started coming after the lunch hour. Thursday was back to normal. I was having my normal, usually 6-7 sales in the morning, then 6-7 sales or so in the afternoon. I have a little competition. Yeah. When businesses are slow, I'm slow. Yeah, exactly. If you are following that, the appliances, HVAC stuff, I mean, if they're having a slow time, definitely everybody in that industry would definitely experience some slow times. It wouldn't be, or like I'm trying to think of like what like clothing. I still have my summer clothing out. I sell some clothing, and summer clothing right now is not good. You definitely don't want to be listing summer clothing right now. It would be slow. You want your jackets out and everything. I try to really when I'm doing clothing. And you might see in some of my videos, I do very little clothing. I try to focus on stuff that will sell year round. T-shirts, usually hoodies, pants. Pants for me are pretty. Pants, I get a lot of returns on pants when I sell pants because I don't know. I think the sizing on different brands is off. So I do very, very little when it comes to pants, but I try to stick towards categories that could sell year round. I'm starting to try to learn a little bit more about button-up shirts, just because, if I ever walk into a Goodwill, I really don't want to waste the trip. And so if I can't find anything that I usually would pick up, like the stuff you see me in my videos pick up, if I can't find anything, I would like to be able to jump somewhere else in the store. And I really dislike clothing, but I could probably do button shirts. I could probably settle on button shirts. And I do believe those sell pretty consistently year round. I just got to learn, the different brands. I know like the major ones. Like I picked up, I think last week I picked up a bunch of Rag and Bone. Rag and Bone is a good brand to look out for. So I was able to find some of those. Uh, what's the other one I picked up? I think it was not Dixon. What was it? Brixton. I think it was Brixton. Brixton flannels. I do pick up Brixton wallets whenever I find them, or Brixton, hats if I find them for a good price. But I did find some of those. So I got those, which are decent brands. The only issue is my Goodwill has button-up shirts priced at $8 and some change. So rounding up, basically $9 for a button shirt is what I expect to pay, which is kind of high in my opinion. So I'm looking for shirts that'll sell for at least $30. No, I don't sell on Amazon. My plan was to get on Amazon. My plan was to get on Amazon later this year, as we're currently in later this year. And I was wanting to be in the Lego space, but it proved way too difficult to do. And because I have a lot of Lego sets, and I purchase a lot of Lego sets all the time, a lot of personal Lego pieces, and I was thinking of, starting to sell those on Amazon. Because a lot of stuff, I just pick up random. I tend to collect the Star Wars ones, any ones with cool minifigures, but I pick up pretty much everything. Like I have a space shuttle one up over there. I had the lighthouse, a couple of typewriters. I have the Nintendo ones. I just have a bunch of creator sets I pick up. If they're a good price, I usually snag them, and I have a closet full, in the house, and they're everywhere. They're all over the place because I'm always buying them. I just can't really help myself. And so I was thinking, you know what? Maybe because on Amazon, I know I can get top dollar. Even though I know the fees are higher, I know I can get top dollar for that. But it just proved way too difficult. And I was like, all right, you know what? Maybe I'll start a Shopify store. And so I'm working on the Shopify store. I haven't gone back to... The issue I'm having with the Shopify store is I used to have a Shopify store, but I drop shipped. And so I'm trying to figure out just I haven't gone back to it really. I just kind of been neglecting it, is figuring out how to ship items from my own home, have different shipping, rates and sizes and all that. I will look into that, but right now, I've just been busy sourcing and selling on eBay primarily. eBay, yeah, and one guy I know locally that does books on Amazon, he's like, yeah, it's great. Amazon's great. It's just, their customer service is garbage. If there's any issues, if there's any, if you run into any, if you run afoul with Amazon, they'll, shut you down. No questions asked. No way to argue it or anything like that. And so he pretty much just stays in his lane on Amazon and keeps his head down and tries not to stir up too much over there. Actually, if you guys are on YouTube, or if you guys watch any other resellers, I don't know if you watch the Golden State Picker, but I did run into him this morning while I was at this community yard sale. So that's pretty cool. But Bonanza. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at Bonanza. I watch the Trash to Cash guys, and they're always, making fun of that Bonanza. But if sales are there, I might go there. Mercari, my sales I took everything down from Mercari. Poshmark, I really stopped selling on Poshmark when the one auto share I was using went to a pay model. And I'm hearing a lot of people now that they changed the fees that sales have just tanked on Poshmark. And if they're going the way of Mercari, then good luck to them. I'm going to have to jump on Bonanza and give that a try. When you do a Google search on, if you're just searching for items, and different shopping items will pop up. Does Bonanza ever pop up in those? Let me know. Does Bonanza ever pop up in there? Yeah, ever since Macari switched over to that new fee structure, my sales just died. So I'm not going to concentrate any effort on Macari. And if Poshmark is kind of going the same way, I'm not going to concentrate anything on Poshmark. I was kind of putting more of my higher end clothes over there. But I actually recently found a Burberry, brand new Burberry scarf at Goodwill. And typically I would have put that on Poshmark because I know I can get top dollar on Poshmark for that. I didn't even bother with it. I put it on eBay and sold, within about a couple of days, and 175, I believe. So typically I would reserve Poshmark for my higher end clothes that I find. And there's one Goodwill here that's really good for higher end clothes. And so that's typically where, when I find stuff there, that's where we go, Poshmark. Hello, hi, welcome to the stream. Now my live streams are a little random. They're not. I just kind of turn them on when I have some time. I probably should get a regular schedule going as well too, because along with eBay, being consistent on eBay and hopefully getting getting sales on eBay, being consistent on YouTube gets you views. Google. All right, I'm gonna have to jump on Bonanza. I'm gonna I'm gonna do that this week. I'm probably gonna do that this week and start to work on Bonanza, getting that set up, and because I definitely want to have different avenues, different selling platforms. I am authorized to, or I did get approved. I don't know if I'm still approved because it's a few months ago already, to sell with the trash to cash people on their Dibdit thing, but I don't know. eBay, they want to really keep it towards like like 80s, 90s nostalgia, pop culture type of things. And yeah, I mean, I do get pop culture stuff like from time to time, like trolls and things like that. I don't know, I think this is pretty pop culture. I picked this up for $1. I don't know. I really didn't know if it was worth it, but it's Michael Jordan. I always tend to pick up Michael Jordan stuff. Obviously, one of my favorite basketball players from back in the day. But I'm pretty sure like this stuff would be, pretty cool. Dixie cups, brand new, still all in there as well too. The glue obviously is not good anymore. Let me just pull up the Bonanza website. I really just don't even know what it looks like. Oop. Let's mic up. And then took me to the TV show. Boom, there we go. Oh, I'm getting like... I'll give it a whirl. I'll have to sign up and get on there. Yeah, not really a fan of the website, but nonetheless, if sales happen on there, I don't care what the website looks like. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think a lot of these platforms need to add other options such as auctions. I mean, look at Whatnot. Whatnot is starting to not only add just a regular marketplace, but they're also doing, I guess, silent auctions where you don't have to be live, just regular auctions. And I'm hearing some people getting hit with doing live auctions. As far as like from the state, like they're getting notified from the state that they have to be either have a license or the last, I think think over in Nevada, you have to have a license, or you have to purchase a license at least. And I heard someone else from another state, you actually have to like take an auctioneer course in order to sell live auctions. I don't know though how that works, like in like business setting or business versus private. Exactly. I did try Whatnot. I mean, I did do live selling on Whatnot, and this was last year. And well, I felt, I mean, it was okay. Definitely a good way to move a lot of merchandise. Um, I didn't make any money when I sold on their live, and I don't really source. I mean, I could, if I'm gonna be doing Whatnot full time like a lot of these people, I would need to be able to source a lot of items, and I just don't source in that manner, which means lots of buying in bulk. Ohio has that. Ohio has, you have to go to auctioneer school in order to be to host auctions. Because I know sometimes you can, like, there's a difference between being a private seller and a versus like a, having your own business, or I guess your auction business, or a business of any kind. And then that would mean the difference between needing a license or not needing a license. Like, if you're selling from home, you don't need anything. If you're just selling from a business, you might need something. So that way, I guess the state can make their money. Everybody wants a cut. All right. All right, but I'm gonna get these things listed. I don't have any. I haven't sold any trolls recently. Otherwise, I would usually do. When I'm listing items, I typically do a lot of selling similar, usually from my own. Just because I've sold so many items, I'll just pull from what what I've sold before from that item, and then that way it's already pretty cleaned up. But I don't have any trolls that I've recently sold, so I'm gonna just pull someone else's listing that I found, and then I'll clean it up later. But I just want to get these listings created so that way I can add pictures in later today. Usually I do my pictures and everything towards the evening. This was pretty cool. I picked this up, just thinking of Thanksgiving, everything coming up here. Halloween is pretty much, if you have any Halloween items, it's pretty much over as far as, getting them listed. And Halloween, though, is still one of those things that definitely sells year round. Sometimes kind of crazy. Like, I'll sell Halloween items right after Halloween. It's kind of weird, but it does happen. Maybe they're going to use it for Thanksgiving or for harvest. But I mean, harvest. To me, harvest is associated with Thanksgiving, and obviously you got the Thanksgiving colors. Just a really cool little piece. It's signed back here. Susie with an I at the end. Suzi. I have actually never seen that before. Keyboard. Yeah, I haven't picked up any keyboards recently. I don't know. It's just been kind of dead when it comes to the keyboards. And then my guy who usually picks up Apple keyboards, or I usually buy Apple keyboards from, the last time I talked to him, he said he hasn't been to his tech guy. It's kind of weird. The guy that I buy, the keyboards from, he gets a lot of like keyboards, Apple stuff, tech stuff, cameras, and then makeup as well too. So he gets makeup and that. I'm assuming the makeup does fairly well for him, because there's always people going through the makeup and picking that up. And makeup can do incredibly. Why am I start typing tech? I wanted to see what Susie meant, if it meant anything good. Let's see, Susie. They have Susie with a Y. Oh, here's Okay, I got Susie. No, this is Susie Lemax stuff. I guess here's some Susie stuff here that's... I guess maybe Susie was like a... I mean, this seems vintage to me, and I'm guessing Susie was like the Ray Dunn back then. Here's some of the... I guess the... Is it too white? Can you guys see that? You see that? The writing on there? The writing kind of looks like... There you go. The writing looks the same as... Similar to the piece that I have as well, too. And I'm getting a little bit like the Ray Dunn of our era. Keywords, yep. Susie. So, I don't know. I mean, a lot of this stuff isn't, a lot of this stuff are more like, I guess what you would consider trinkets and stuff. I mean, I got a cool DVD for myself. The Crocodile Dundee 1, 2, and 3. I'm gonna put that on my media server, and then probably just sell it just to make my money. I don't think this goes for anything really. It has another sticker over the regular UPC, so I might not be able to look it up. Let me see if I can look this up. Do we have an incredible DVD bolo? Brand new, goes for $30. That cannot be right. What? Someone has this currently listed for $167. There is no way. Holy cow. The person that has this listed, dang, they have I mean, this guy must be a big, I don't know, media seller or something. Let me see who this person is. They have an eBay rating of 3,620,403. Holy cow. I've never seen anybody in the millions. But they have this listed for $167. Last sold. That's going off this UPC code. I'm gonna type it in and just see if type it in. So last sold brand new for $30. Who sold this? Was this the same guy? No, someone totally different. I mean, even $30 is pretty good. I got it for $1. But I know I don't have Crocodile Dundee in my on my server, so I'm gonna put this on there so I can. I was a huge fan of Crocodile Dundee. Crocodile Dundee 2, nah. And I didn't even know they made a third. Oh, can you see it? I don't even know if they even made a third. I didn't even know that there was a third Crocodile Dundee. So, but let me try to type this in. That is $167 used, currently listed. That can't be right? Crocodile Dundee triple feature DVD. Yeah, no, okay. $167. I wonder why they listed it that high. And this person has like over 3 million rating on eBay. So if you search the actual the title, it's about a $15-ish DVD. And probably less than that because some of these that are 15 are free shipping. There's one guy that got 15 with shipping. It looks probably, I'd probably price this around $10 just to unload it. Yeah, it's not worth. Why did this? I'm kind of confused. Was it signed, autographed, or something like that? Yeah, kind of like those Beanie Babies. They're listed for thousands of dollars. Or the what's the other one? The Disney Black Diamond VHSs. As a matter of fact, someone had a big bin of VHSs and a lot of Disney stuff. So I was going through it. I was looking for the Cars V8. Did I say DVD or VHS? I was looking for a tub full of VHS Disney. I was looking for the Cars VHS. And because they were all just the regular slip covers, they weren't like the clamshell ones. So I started looking through there and I didn't find it. So that was a few $1,000s still, I think, if you find the Cars VHS. What else we got? We did get another Disney piece here. These don't really go for that much, and you can typically find a lot of these over at Come on. Over at TJ Maxx. Sometimes I do source at TJ Maxx. Occasionally there'll be some good items there, especially like jewelry wise. If you find like it's called Bobble. I don't know if I'm gonna pronounce it right, but Bobble Bear does really well. But got this little necklace there. I got this in a bundle deal for $20 for a few items here. I forgot what items were in the $20 deal, but I think I'll make my money back with this pen set, which I'll show you guys. Again, this will come out in a video in a couple weeks. So, but I got this cool little rhinestone. It's a Minnie Mouse. Yeah, Minnie Mouse. Pretty cool. I mean, it's not really anything that crazy. Everyone thinks Disney is wild. You know, it's gonna go for $20, $30, $40. No, this will be like probably $12 is what I'm thinking. So that was pretty cool. And then if you guys see the videos, you know, I always mention cats. Cats sell. Cats always sell. And I got these really cool little stoneware cats. They have like a little cork on the back. Nice, you know, leather thing, hanging thing there. But it's just well made. There's no, I don't think there's any artist name. I got this one and this one here. This one's actually signed Victoria. Oh, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name. Victoria something ceramics. One good keyword to put in for a lot of this stuff, if it is signed, put just, even if it's not even worth, you know, even if the name isn't really worth anything, put signs in your title. Glassware, pottery, anything. If it's signed, put signed in there. If it's a good name, put the name in there. If it's not a good name, just put signed. That definitely helps to move some of my items. I put signed. But cat stuff always sells. People pay up for cat items. They don't pay for dog items. I had dog items that just sit there forever, and then I'll just take them down and redonate them. I did sell a dog. You know those artist men. Let me see if I can find a picture of it really quick. Like those, you know, those different posable little artist people. I found a dog one like that, and that one sold for $25. Let me see if I can find it. Dog artist. What do I call it? I called it a mannequin. Where is it at? Oh, here we go. This one here. This isn't the one I sold because I sold mine a while ago, so my listing's already over 3 months old, so it's not going to appear in the latest what sold. But it's that dog right there. So that'll probably go for like $20-$25. You know what? Babylon 5 does not do, those action figures don't do very good. I was a huge Babylon 5. I love Babylon 5. I remember when it came out, actually. It came out, the TV show came out. I did sell a bunch of Babylon 5 figures, but I got them for 25 cents a figure at the flea market. I got a whole bunch of them, and that was the only reason why I got them, was because I negotiated down to 25 cents a figure, because they're going to sit forever, and they go for less than $10 a figure. Yeah, use signed. You might capture more people if you use signed. Is it authenticated? But I would use signed instead of autographed. I find that people typically, when they're searching, you got to think of how people look for items, and how they're searching for them. What are they going to type in? And a lot of people, that I know type in signed. Yeah, I just say signed. I would usually throw in the description or something that it's unauthenticated, just to cover yourself, in the event that the buyer says, this is not real or anything like that. You can at least point to your description and say, I noted that it was not authenticated. That's what as a matter of fact, check this out. I just got an autographed piece myself today that I think is pretty cool. Let me see if it'll show up. It's really white. So I'll have to hold it probably in front of myself. Let me see if I can get the picture. Oh yeah, see the white is getting taken out. it's but if you could see it there, it's 24-hour fitness shirt. Let me see if I can get it in the picture. But we see that it's Dana Stubblefield from the 49ers. I mean, he's retired already by now. But I'm assuming he was there at the grand opening of this 24-hour fitness, and they had this signed shirt. And so I was like, that is pretty cool. I remember, not that I'm a 49er fan, but I do remember Dana Stubblefield from my era. And I'm going to list that. When I do list it, I'll probably list it. I was thinking about $40 is probably what I'll list it for. And I'll put in there not authenticated, signed by him, but not authenticated. However, and they do sell. I sold a Joe Montana signed. At least I'm pretty sure it was authenticated. But I mean, obviously, my word's not really worth it when it comes to authenticating signatures. I sold a signed 49ers Joe Montana visor that I got at the flea market, and I got it for $1. So it's like, and I paid $1 and I got $30 for it. So, I mean, it looked completely legit. I compared it to other signatures. You know, I've had Joe Montana signed items before in the past. I've actually had Joe Montana sign items at shows before I've been to, so I can resell it back in the day. But so I knew it was total. I knew it was authentic, but I could not say with 100% certainty that it was. And so in the listing, I definitely stated that it was not. Metal figures. I haven't seen any Babylon 5 metal figures. I have the I don't have any more. I had, and I sold the little keychains of the different ships. I did sell that. Those sold for about $10. Those actually did better than the action figures. So I did have the ships. Man, Babylon 5. I remember when that show came out. It came out right around, I believe, when Deep Space Nine or Star Trek Voyager came out? And also the Untouchables TV series came out at that time. And this was early 90s. I'm pretty sure it was early 90s. Off the top of my head, I'm thinking early 90s. Well, mid 90s, because I believe I was in high school already at that time. The Untouchables TV series. And then one of my favorite TV shows of all time was Time Tracks. I actually have the TV series on my server. That was my favorite. It was only 2 seasons, but Time Tracks, amazing show. I believe it was kind of like a play on the movie. Was it Time Cop? I believe the Jean-Claude Van Damme one. He goes back. He's a cop from the future. Goes back in time to capture criminals. Criminals that were in the future. They're going back in time and committing crimes, and then the cop gets sent back to go catch them and send them back for justice. So I was a huge Babylon 5 fan, and that's why I picked up the figures. But action figures, man, just unless you have the original Star Wars in the original packaging, or you have anything super rare, they really, really don't do that well. I mean, they do well. It depends on what you buy them at. Like I've sold all the original, Star Wars figures and all that loose for, they range anywhere from $10 to $20. Some of them definitely go for a little bit more. There's different weird variants that go for quite a bit. I believe I forget which one, the Snaggletooth Star Wars figure, and that character was in the cantina on Mos Eisley from the movie. And the red one, which is the smaller guy, is the most common. But if you can find the blue one, which was made, I don't know 100% of the story. If you guys know the story, let me know. But I believe the blue variant of that character was made before the actual movie came out. And so Kenner didn't really know the actual dimensions of the character. Like, what was the character going to be, regular height. It was going to be lower height. And so they made him, just regular height like all the other figures, 3.25 inch. And it turns out when the movie came out, he was actually a little guy. So then they came out with the little guy. So the blue variant is the more expensive when it comes to that snaggletooth character from Star Wars, the Star Wars action figures. Yeah, everything in the package is great. I sold off all my packaged action figures. I had a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff, some older stuff, 80s, 90s. I had them all stored in bins. If you guys saw before I did this, cool background, and you saw my regular background, those the black and yellow bins, I had stashed full of action figures, brand new in the package, and I had them scattered throughout my whole garage. And I was like, these are just going to stay locked up in bins all the time because I'd be afraid to take them out because I don't want anything to happen to the package. And, just my mindset kind of changed during the pandemic. And I was like, I'm just going to sell them all. Top of the market. I knew I was going to be able to get top dollar for them. And now I'm more into loose figures, so I can set them up in, little scenes, action scenes. That's why I like Legos so much, because you can just set them up into different scenes and everything. I actually have a big box behind me stashed away of Dino Riders, some dinosaurs, more figures than dinosaurs though, and a bunch of accessories for the Dino Riders. And I need to go through it. I need to sort it. We're planning a trip over to Disneyland, so I'm going to prepare a bunch of listings, and the Dino Riders are probably going to be in that. I'm going to keep some of them. I have one that's still brand new in the box, and I'm thinking of keeping or selling. I don't know. I was a huge Dino Rider fan. Of all the toys back in the 80s and Dino Riders, that was my favorite. As a matter of fact, this was my favorite Dino Rider out of all of them. It's right here. I have all the accessories stashed away somewhere, but the pterodactyl, I love the pterodactyl. For some reason, I just gravitated towards the pterodactyl when I was little. The wings still work. That one's pretty cool. I think the other ones I put away, but I kept this one out because I really, really like the pterodactyl one. And it has a laser, lasers that go over the thing. And it had the harness to put the guy in there. So this one I did not get in the big lot. This one I actually found at the flea market, inside a bin of a bunch of other dinosaurs. It was just scattered in there, but that's what you want to, let's say tight right here. This is what you want to, they're Tyco. They're by Tyco. So I don't know. I don't think I'll be able to really, really zoom in on that. You guys can see right there on the thing. 1987 Tyco. So I was a huge Dino Rider fan. And so I have a huge stash of Dino Riders. So I'm just going to sell off the duplicates and keep all the other stuff. Oh, here's another one right here. Oh, right here. I forgot. I have these guys set up. Some other smaller ones. Little dinos. These guys are kind of cool. And then the side thing, like the seats and everything sit on there. And then I have this guy here. The one I want is obviously the Tyrannosaurus Rex, which I saw someone in a video. I forgot who it was, but I saw someone in a video at a flea market, and they completely passed it up. I was like, no, that's the Tyrannosaurus Rex one. That's the one I've been wanting. So that's the one I want to find and get. Dino Riders are incredibly rare, and even more rare are the accessories. They came with so many accessories. I have all the accessories for these ones here stashed away. I don't want to lose them. But, yeah, Dino Riders. Huge fan of Dino Riders growing up. So I'm going to sell some of them, and I'm going to keep some of them for myself. But I guess Crocodile Dundee, I made, $12 DVD. Back to the Crocodile Dundee, $12 DVD right there. So I got it for $1. That's not bad. I'm going to sell it and make some of my money back. But that'll be pretty cool. That's what I tend to do with a lot of my, DVDs or, things I want a copy of. I'll, copy it to my server, then I'll just sell it off, just kind of, make a little bit of money back on my, like I was talking about my Legos, I pretty much just collect the little minifigures. And so what I'll do is, I'll harvest the minifigures out of the sets and then resell the rest of the set to kind of make some of my money back, offset the cost of that. I don't really make money on when I do that, I don't make money on Legos. I'm just kind of trying to help recoup some of the costs. But another great piece I picked up, which I'm going to look this up right now. Another cat piece right here. Bah, cats. I don't mind cats. I like cats. I can't have cats because I have a severe allergy to cats. I mean, I have a severe allergy to almost everything that's out there, that's outside, or that's inside a house or outside a house. But cats are probably one of my worst allergies, so I cannot be around cats. One of my best friends had cats in his house, and every time I'd visit, I'd have to prep by taking quite a bit of allergy medicine, but I would still be puffy eyes, watery eyes. That's one of the things that I always get watery eyes. Not so much stuffy nose, not so much anything else. Watery eyes. My eyes just water like crazy when my allergies are activated. So, cats. Let's see. Cat. Another thing I do a lot too. I'm noticing right here. See, this is handmade in USA. Oh, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can get that. Nope. I'm totally gone. It says handmade in USA. So anything that's handmade in the USA, I'm putting that in the title. I'm putting handmade in USA. If I run out of space, I'll just put USA in there. Definitely helps to move items along as well too. What is this worth? What do we got here? This is let's see. This is just a wall hanging. It says Grander Images, Atlanta, Georgia. Grander Images. Oh, thank the Lord, we're getting some sales in. Oh, I'm selling a motherboard too, as well too. Offer. Oh, thank the Lord, sales are incoming. Finally, hopefully, let me know. You guys experiencing any sales? I just got like 2 sales right now while I've been on the stream. This motherboard combo. It's actually a really, really old a motherboard. It's an old Pentium 4. It's the complete system too, and I believe I also have it's a Pentium 4. Pentium 4 670. Is it dual core? Pentium 4 670? 3.8 gigahertz. I've had this. I gotta go pull this out and just what did I list this as? Oh yeah, Pentium 4. Why don't I just look at the title? Pentium 4 670, 3.8 gigahertz, 2 gigabytes of memory. Oh, that's right. This one was with the this was the I sold this as a bundle. That's right. It comes with an NVIDIA 6 series. I believe it's a 6800 GS. Why didn't I put that in the title? I wonder. 6 series GPU. This came with an old. If you guys are into like computer gaming, this has an old graphics card it's coming with. But I'll tell you what, you need some of these old this old hardware. You need it if you want to do some retro gaming. I have a retro gaming rig and single core AMD Athlon processor. I have I currently have a 6800 GS NVIDIA graphics card in it. Just to play some old games that I like to play. Ooh, I got to turn hold on. My camera battery is about to die. Hold on. There we go. Okay. We're good. We're back. I just saw the light flashing on there. Promotions off a week ago, so no sales. I'm averaging. I think we have to be promoting now. There's no going back. I think once you start promoting, there's no going back right now. Oh, we're gonna for a couple weeks? I wouldn't do that. Yeah, I mean, I try to price my items knowing that there's going to be a 10% discount. So I will kind of price a little bit higher than the middle, not too much. And then the 10% obviously takes it down. And then, but I'll tell you what, I still get offers on items. So I try to buy as cheap. That's why, I try to buy as cheap. If $5 for some of these things I just picked up today is a bit too high in my opinion, because then it starts kind of close, especially when I start getting offers in on some of these items. Yeah, but I personally, I would never, at this point in the game, I'm not turning off. I'm not going to turn off my promotions or anything like that. My son is actually going to be starting his own eBay store very, very soon. He has to be 18 first, so got a few more weeks on that. And once he turns 18, then he can sign up on eBay and launch his store. And he wants to get in my opinion, the easiest categories to sell in, but with the most competition is clothing and shoes. So I'm definitely going to help him with that and hopefully get this store going. It's going to be, we're going to be starting from scratch. I might do a video series on that, just, maybe once a week. Throwing in a video there of starting an eBay store from the ground up, and in one of the harder categories, I think, to make consistent sales in. It's easy to get the items. I mean, clothing and shoes are very, very plentiful from what I've seen in my area and in a lot of areas. And it's just, those categories are just flooded with people. So promoting is key. I believe it's key. Done it before. It takes about a month. Oh, okay. Hey, it's about a month of rough sales. You're brave. You're brave out there. Yeah. I wish another when it comes to the promotions and everything, I've had the what do you call it? The offsite ads have really, really dipped as of late. The Google offsite ads. I really wish they would branch out to maybe Facebook or so. Although if they're just handing it over to those companies just to let them do with it what they will, I would like a little bit more control to kind of target certain audiences. And I think Facebook is better at that. Um, but Google, I don't know what's going on with the Google uh, ads right now, but is as far as how many views I'm getting now, as far as the pay goes, it's better because I'm not getting that many clicks. So without clicks, eBay don't get no money. So, but the clicks have gone way, way down, and I don't know what's going on. I haven't changed anything on my end, so I don't know what's going on there. Is there an issue with Google Ads? I don't see anybody talking about it. Don't know if a lot of people are using it or not. But I do, and I've noticed that the clicks have gone down considerably. We were doing about 40 clicks or so a day, and it has gone down to, on some days, like 3 clicks. So obviously I'm not paying for those clicks. If I'm not getting clicks, I'm not paying, so which is good. But I was getting a pretty good return on that investment, though. I forgot what month it was, but I think just on offsite ads, I did close to about $900. It was $890 something dollars. I think it was $92 in sales, and what I spent on the ads was 200. It was low too. It was like 220 or something like that on the ads, so it wasn't bad. Yeah, part time. It's tough right now. It's tough to do eBay full time right now. I think Although I was watching I was reading up on the latest economic news and all that stuff, and they're saying that that people are still buying and online sales are doing pretty well, but it's a tough world. It's not like it was a few years ago. I definitely think, you know, things are kind of have grown. Things are right now where they would have been had we not had any pandemic or anything like that. Yeah, learning period takes a while. I don't know. So I went ahead and because I was seeing such weird numbers coming from the offsite ads, it wasn't generating the amount of clicks that I was experiencing. I went ahead and reset it, and so I'm in the learning period right now again. But luckily, the good thing about it is you don't pay unless there's clicks. So I'm fine with that. And sales seem to be okay. Well, this week, like I said, sales were in my opinion garbage. Not consistent this week, but we'll see. Should hopefully bounce back. And I'm gonna keep listing. Try to get these items up there and sold. Okay, so I got the cat thing. Let me see what that cat thing is worth really quick. All right, so that's sold. That's all right. So sales are starting to sprinkle in. This today kind of feels like how Tuesday and Wednesday felt this week. What did this say this was? This was Grander. No, Grander. Grander images. Grander images. Tile. Okay, so on generally probably about $15-ish or so. Just for the brand, but let me search cat. Let me see if cat comes up with anything. Cat, grander images, cat. And I can't really find anything on it right now. So let me try switching. Nope, switching over to new. It's not even an option here. So this would be one instance where I'd probably, just go with my gut on this one and probably price it around $25-ish and see what I can get for it. Because there are sales for this grander image around $15. There are some that are a little bit higher in the $30 range. But I can't find anything specific. I can't find this specific one. I can't find any specific cats that are selling. So I'll probably price this about $25. It's pretty cool. It's vintage, made in the USA. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely moving a lot of my lower priced items as well too. They're definitely going. I am experiencing a lot more offers, but I try to buy as low as possible so I can accept those low offers. I wish people paid just full price, but what can we do? What can we do? All right. Then the other cool thing I picked up, I have no idea what value. It was actually, it says cousin farm somewhere in Wisconsin. It's Aucosta, Aucosta. Let me know if you've heard of that. But I got this because I like the saying. Nobody gets in to see the wizard. Not nobody. Not know how. That was kind of cool. Wizards. Lord of the Rings wizards. I saw the Lord of the Rings series. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I felt it was way too fast. If any of you guys liked Lord of the Rings or watched the Power of the Ring series on Amazon, man, that went. This I think the series not ended very quickly, and the timeline as far as I felt like they were just speeding through that timeline. But when the series was going, I was selling a lot of my Lord of the Rings stuff. Sold a lot of Lord of the Rings DVDs, which I build up the. I'll try to find the like Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, Return of the King, and then the Hobbit series ones. I'll try to find those out there, and if I find the complete set, if it's a good price, I'll pick it up and try to sell it. But if I find like the individual DVDs, I'll try to bundle them up, get them for a low price, and I'll piece together a whole set. Then I'll sell it. I won't necessarily sell the individual like movies. I'll try to put them together in a set. And then they come like in widescreen, full screens, special editions, the long versions. But while the TV series was going, a lot of my Lord of the Rings stuff did sell. I do have some higher end Lord of the Rings collectibles, but I like Lord of the Rings. And I'm keeping it for right now. That may change. I may sell that in the future. But Lord of the Rings does incredibly well, and us Lord of the Rings fans pay up for Lord of the Rings stuff. However, Lord of the Rings action figures do not do that well unless you have. Usually the bad guys do really well, like Sauron. And the other one I recently sold was the Goblin King, loose with no accessories, sold for, I want to say around $27-ish, if I remember correctly. It's probably in one of my past videos, what sold videos. I think it was around $27-ish for Lord of the Rings, the Goblin King. If he was complete, you would have gone for a lot more, but spotted it at a Goodwill. But let me see what this is. Cousin Farm. See if anything is out there, or I'm going to go with my gut on this one. Cousin Farm. Like the other day, I was watching somebody and they go, "Oh, I found this piece. Da, 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 da. It's a one of a kind. Therefore, I can probably sell it for whatever I want." Like, no, really, you could probably find something similar. Let's try Cousin Farm. Hey, there's all kinds of Cousin Farm signs. Interesting. That's one thing I really like about, going out to, thrifting, flea markets, garage sales, estate sales. You always find cool, unique stuff. Tired of the same old stuff at Target and Walmart. I go in there and I just see the same old stuff on the shelves. I did not use Rings of Power as a keyword, but just Lord of the Rings, or the acronym as well too. LOTOR will help get your items sold as well too. And the acronyms, you got to be careful when you're using acronyms, because the other day I was in one of my videos, I saw someone put BBW for, if those of you know what that actually means, but for Bath and Body Works. That's not an acronym that Bath and Body Works uses on their merchandising, candles, or anything. And so make sure you use an acronym that's actively used. And Lord of the Rings acronym is actively used, so you can put LOTOR. Like Ninja Turtles, I'll always put TMNT in there as well too in the keywords. But if you just put Lord of the Rings, that'll definitely get it sold. I wouldn't necessarily use Rings of Power. But just putting rings, Lord, like I said, the rings in there will get it. We'll get it found. Okay. But like the Lord of the Rings, like action figures, like the other characters, the hobbits, and they don't really do that well. Actually, at our Goodwill, the signs probably, I don't know, I might, because I like it, I might shoot a little bit high on this one, and I can't find anything just like it out there. There's no solds. No solds. I mean, according to sell-through rate here, there's no solds, but I think this could easily be a $30 sign. Now, for something like this, if we're talking keywords, something like this, a great keyword to use is put fantasy in there, because wizards are part of, fantasy world, fantasy land. So use, if you have anything wizard stuff or fairies, I would use fantasy in the as a keyword for this. Obviously, the saint. I don't know if you can get away with putting the whole saint in there. Maybe. Nobody gets in to see the wizard. I might throw I don't think I'd get in trouble if I threw Gandalf. That's one of the wizards from Lord of the Rings, fairly popular. I don't know if I threw Gandalf in there, that might help, and that might capture some of the Lord of the Rings crowd as well too. But fantasy. What else is fairly popular with wizards? Magic the Gathering? I don't know. You got to be careful not to get, because you can also get a. If anybody of you guys watch Kevin the Commonwealth Picker, he got a violation for search manipulation. So definitely don't want to get a search not necessarily a violation, but you get a warning for search manipulation. Oz. That's I didn't even think of that. That's right. Just throw this random keyword in there to help get it sold. I really like it, and I think that's one of the reasons why I'm leaning towards placing it a bit higher. I don't know. I like Wizards fantasy stuff, all that. And then the Dixie Cups. This was kind of just a nostalgic buy, but maybe about. It doesn't really go for that much. You would think it would probably go for more, but it's probably around the $20-ish range. Not very high end. Not a high end collectible or anything like that, but pretty cool. Yeah. And then a Star Wars toothbrush Oral-B. It's coming out of the case here. Let me see. The person I bought it from, I think they said it was a 2-pack. I don't know. Another advanced design. What is an Oral-B? Just see. What an Oral-B Star Wars toothbrush go for? Oral-B. Well, probably around $7-ish dollars or so. Brand new, of course. You can't sell toothbrushes. You can't sell used toothbrush anything. So if you're buying any well, I guess not that many people would be buying used toothbrushes, but if you're getting like the heads for like the Oral-B, the Sonicare brushes, make sure they're all brand new condition. This was pretty cool. Picked this up for myself. Virginia City pennant. Now, Virginia City, if you guys don't know, one of the most haunted places in America. And when you watch all these shows and everything, everybody's going to say, we're now in the most haunted place in America. We're now in the most haunted place in the world. Yeah, there are different places. But Virginia City historically is considered one of the most haunted places in America. And I've had the opportunity not just to visit there, but actually spend the night in the cemetery there. So that was pretty cool back in my younger years. Although nowadays I really don't want anything following me home. What would a Virginia City pennant, even though I'm keeping that, let's see, what would a Virginia City pennant go for? Virginia City pennant. Nope, it did pendant. Pennant, there we go. Anywhere between $10 to $15 or so, right around there, right around that time, right around that price range. And then Winchester Mystery House, pretty cool, just a little pamphlet. This is probably from the gift shop there, older one, so I'm just gonna put this in my collection as well too. That's pretty cool. This one here, though, this one should sell for around $40-ish. Should sell for around $40-ish. But it's a cross. And cross is definitely a great pen brand. Is it popping up in here? See, everything's disappearing. Cross pens, pretty cool. Because it's brand new, $30 to $40. Some of the vintage ones, which I know I have a set somewhere around here, can do really, really well. The other ones, the other brand name as far as pens go that you really, really want to be on the lookout for is called what's it called? It's called Mount. Let's see if I can find it here. Or Mont Blanc pens. So I haven't found any out in the wild, but if you're out there and you ever see any of these, look at some of those prices right there for a pen. Pretty cool. Got a random text message from somebody. Where did I get a message from? Oh, Plato's Closet. Plato's Closet. What's up with Plato's Closet today? $1 clearance? Dang. Saturday and Sunday. They have a picture of Hello Kitty on there. I wonder why they have a picture of Hello Kitty. But $1 clearance at Plato's Closet. So these appear to all be California locations. Pacifica, San Mateo, Monterey, San Jose, and Taylorsville? Where's Taylorsville? Taylorsville. I'm assuming it's in... Oh, it's in Utah. Is there a California one, though? Because all these locations appear to be California locations that they sent me. Yeah, there is a Taylorsville in California. Wow, it's pretty... It's up in the mountains. It's in Plumes National Forest. There's all these little towns up there in the yeah, I just call them the Sierra Nevada mountain range. There's also the Yosemite National Forest, El Dorado. So there's all kinds of different forested areas, but they're all east of where I live, and there's all these little towns out there. One of my favorite little towns is Mount Blanc. One of my favorite little cities was Placerville, and I passed through it all the time because I was always going snowboarding. Once snow hit, I was always snowboarding, and so Placerville, I'd always pass through there. I'd always stop to eat there sometimes. Just a cool little mountain city. Pollock Pines, all these random little cities and towns up there in the mountains. Actually, Pollock Pines, if anybody remembers, Taco Bell's double bacon burrito they used to have. This is back in the 90s, when they used to do breakfast back in the 90s. They'd have a double bacon burrito, and there was a Taco Bell right next to my high school that we would all usually stop at before we went into class. Sometimes, in the middle of class or in the middle of school. But double bacon burritos. They discontinued breakfast. It was gone everywhere. But we thought everywhere, but in Pollock Pines, there was a Taco Bell there that still served Taco Bell breakfast. I don't know about to this day, but while I was still driving up there in the 2000s, early 2000s, mid 2000s, up until 2010, 2011, when I had just too many injuries snowboarding. I was still driving up there, and they were having double bacon burritos at their Taco Bell. What else? What else do we get? So the pens, cross pens do well. Typically what I find with cross pens when I try to buy them is they're priced up too high. People already have them priced too high, and typically, you know, the average set used around $15 to $20-ish or so. The set, that is. And we're talking about usually a pen and a mechanical pencil set. So, and then they'll have them priced like at $10, $15, $20. So, and I got these sell for me all the time, but they don't sell for that much. So you don't want to buy, you don't want to spend too much for them. You only want to spend $1 or $2. But wine markers, especially around the holidays, and cool themed ones. These are glass. With this, you could even put, you know, you could use fused glass. Well, it's not really even fused. I guess you can use fused. But they're just really cool, these holiday ones. You know, like I said, they probably sell around $15-ish or so. And especially these holiday ones are really, really cool. So just wine bottle markers do incredibly well. I think one of my last What's Sold videos, the spreaders, you know, do really well. And then I don't know what this goes for, but I picked this one up. It's like Oracle cards. I don't know. Let's see. It has the cards and a guidebook on the inside. You know, funny thing is, on eBay, tarot cards, they do not. You cannot advertise those for some. You cannot put them on promotions. I think the category is probably restricted. I don't know. But I've noticed that I cannot run any promotion or any I can't promote it through the standard promotion when it comes to tarot cards. Okay, about $12. $12 was the last sale. Well, there's one for $18. That was free shipping. So about $12. About $12 there. So about $12 for that. So there's just a few items I picked up. We were going to go over to Goodwill this morning, but after we were done there, I ended up talking and chit-chatting with some people, and one of my friends is there as well too, so we stopped chit-chat with him as well and hang out a little bit. So no Goodwill. And then my daughter and my wife wanted to go somewhere, so I'm like, all right, we'll head home and kind of relax. We'll catch a movie later. Waiting for my son to also get out of work as well too. So we'll go head over to the theater and check out Smile 2. Get a little freaked out. I was thinking of watching the Joker movie, but I wanted to watch the Joker movie until everybody's saying it's really, really bad. Really bad. Even I do watch a lot of I do see movie review stuff on YouTube as well too, but I also watch a lot of tech people as well, and even some tech people are chiming in on how bad Joker is. And I'm like, oh man, all right, I'm not going to waste my money on it. I'm just going to wait until it comes out. I'm not going to waste the trip, the money, the food, everything adds up. Not just the tickets are expensive, but the food's expensive, the popcorn's expensive. Obviously you're going to get drinks, you're going to get probably a candy, everything adds up. So I want to see I want it to be worth it. And that's a wait to come out on video, especially with the speed that everything's coming out at. Everything's coming out really, really fast to streaming services. Deadpool Wolverine, they came out really, really fast to streaming service. You can get it on Amazon already. I think it's $30 or so to buy it. So that's pretty cool. Oh, here's another cool. I forgot one cool thing I have over here. Check this out. This is a blast from the past. But we have candy cigarettes. Oh man, there we go. Candy cigarettes. That's pretty cool. It is, and they're well, the box is not sealed, but the actual cigarettes are sealed. That is pretty cool. They're still sealed in the original plastic. They might be broken in there. But nonetheless, they're still sealed in the original package, and they got a whole box full of them. That is pretty cool. I mean, this is the stuff that I really, really want to find. I really want to find those items that, nostalgia items, obviously items that sell, and items that you really can't, that someone just can't go over to Target or Walmart and buy these items. I want them, or go to Amazon and find these items, because that's competition. That's our competition. So I don't want to compete. I don't want to compete with Target, Amazon, anything like that. I want to be differentiate myself. So this really cool little cigarette style packages, but they're the candy sticks in there. They definitely sound like they're probably broken, but nonetheless, I mean, really cool, still sealed. I might eat one on camera. We'll see. My friend who I got it from, I told him I might eat one, and that video might go hopefully viral for me. I'll make a viral video. I don't have a viral video right now, but maybe I'll make one by eating this old candy. And I doubt it would make me. It's just sugar, cornstarch, gelatin, artificial flavors, made in Yugoslavia. Okay. Alien Romulus. That was really good. I went to go see that one. Yes, I had to go see that one. That was really, really good. I really liked that movie. I wasn't sure really on, as far as where it fit in the actual timeline of Aliens, in between Alien and Aliens. I was kind of a little bit like, how are they going to make that work, with that, in that time frame? But they really did. They really tied in everything. Like, that movie really tied in all the other Alien movies. And that was a good movie. Really, really liked that. Yep, good old those old fashioned candy stores. We have one over in have you guys heard me mention Willow Glen? It's kind of like a little it's still a part of San Jose. It's just like a little suburb of San Jose. They have a little a little downtown area. They do actually have, I don't know if I've ever featured it in a video, but they do have some thrift stores over there and some little boutique stores, and they have a what do you call it? What do you call those things where people rent spaces? I can't think of it right now. Like booths, antique booths. They have a little antique store with antique booths there that people rent out and sell stuff there. So they do have that there, and they do have an old school candy shop, soda pop shop. I believe there's also one in another little city that's close to us, which is Campbell. They have a nice, cool little downtown area, and they have an old school candy shop there too. I like the fizzy candy, the ones, I forget what they're called exactly. Can't remember off the top of my head what they were called, but they're just little, like a hard candy, but in the middle it has the fizzy in the middle, and then those are my favorite. Yeah, I don't. No box if I remember the candy cigarettes. They don't sell them in the box anymore. Is that not probably because it's associated with cigarettes? Going strong tonight. Kiosk. What do you mean by kiosk? But yeah, so I picked those up. I'm gonna sell these individually. I'm guessing I'm probably maybe about. As a matter of fact, you know what? I was thinking about it. What I might do, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's four variants in here. There's a Roundup. There's a Target. Then there's Kings. And then I'm assuming this is like Lucky Strike. and Lucky Lights. So got 3 different variants. So what I might do is just take a picture of this little set here, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. There'd be 6, you know, 6 sets in total, and probably maybe $10 a set, and sell these. These would, you know, easily go in a little poly bag with, you know, I definitely wouldn't want to damage. I would try to, you know, double wrap these in bubble wrap, so they don't get squished. I mean, the candy is definitely broken in there, and I'm gonna make sure I disclose that in the listing. But that's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. Oh. Yeah, booths. That's right. Yeah, little kiosks. Thanks. But yeah, let me know if you guys would like a dedicated video to that. I don't really find too much over there in those. I don't really find anything in those antique shops, booths, in our area, that is. But what's going on? What's everybody doing? What time is it, by the way? All right. Some toast? Where'd it come from? Costco. All right. It's almost 3:30. We're going to wrap 3:30 for me, that is. But going to wrap up the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining me this afternoon for me, that is. So I'm going to go ahead and start to get ready, and hope you guys all have a good night. Maybe I'll try to go live again tomorrow. Maybe I'll try to do live on Sunday. No, because I'm trying to release a video, at least a daily video. I enjoy daily videos. A lot of people I used to watch regularly were doing daily videos, and they kind of stopped, and they started, some of the people I like are slowing down in their video content, and I like to watch all these videos, and so if I can provide daily content, for people to watch, then I'm going to continue to try to do that. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for joining me this afternoon, but we'll see you next time.